Hello everyone, Rorius here, playing Portal 2 Nostalgia. So, this is Kristian Mikhail H, I think that's your name on Discord. This is his mod. His or her. I'm assuming it's a his. Kristian, yeah. Let me know in the comments how wrong I am. But yeah, this is their mod. And I believe it's a remake of the original Portal in Portal 2. I think the settings have put themselves down, haven't they? Okay. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Yeah, because my graphic settings all reset themselves. This is the first time I played Portal 2, or anything Portal 2 related, since I upgraded, so all my settings have been lost. Nevertheless, let's continue. Let's have a look to see what is here. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, I don't know really how this works or how it's gonna start. First map but updated, couldn't find... It's been cut off, buddy. I'll just play what's here. I'll play 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Because that should be relatively quick. Presuming that it's basically the same as original Portal, but remade, of course. Ooh, it's quite loud, that hum. There's no timer up here. You've used the in-level timer.
Welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Turn back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
So I see you've... Yeah, there's a few things that are different. Firstly, there's no timer up here, which I can understand. The timer doesn't fully work. Like, there's an alternative timer that you probably could have used, potentially. And I see you've just put none there for now, because I'm assuming you weren't sure how far you're going to go with this. I see this wall is different. It's now on an angle. Not entirely sure why that might be, but yeah, cool. No, I like the observation room. Although it does look a little bit more damaged than the original Portal. But that's because that's the style of Portal 2. You probably just need to do a slight retexture on the metal, on this metal frame. Just to get it to look a little bit cleaner. Just a teeny bit cleaner. Otherwise, and the metal here as well, of course. Otherwise, looking really good. I think it looks really nice. I see you've done that angled walls a few times. I get it. I can totally see why you'd do that. Oh, is it lagging in the recording?
Please proceed into the chamber lock.
It looked a bit laggy in the recording.
First, however,
note the incandescent particle field across the exit.
This aperture science
yeah, it's a little bit different now. Oh dear.
Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage cube.
Why? What's happening? Is this a an issue with cube maps? Is it? It's a reflection related issue. So, maybe cube map is weird? I don't know. End of playtest. Yeah, so that's the first map. Is it gonna push me out into the menu, or am I gonna have to do that myself? Because you can make it push the player to the menu. There's a function for that. I think it's not gonna. I'll return to the main menu. Go here. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a function, I believe it's a... I remember there's a function that, because we put it in our mod so that it would push the player back into the main menu after playing. And the intention was originally that we were going to have an alternative, oh god, an alternative menu screen for when you finish the game, but we didn't fully implement that in the end. Once again, none. Need to add some textures for that.
Place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Collider Super Button.
Oh, cool! I see you've added the whole switching mechanic thing in. That's cool. That's cool. Let's quickly whip back out. Get that in there. Oh no, no, no! Ah!
Perfect.
Yes.
Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the
effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test. Ah, I see you put a timer in there so that the player wouldn't be able to walk through. I got stuck for a second there, yeah. Probably should move these back a little bit from the... Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Having a little tube under there, that's cool. Yeah, push these stairs just a slight bit back from the door so that the player can't get stuck.
Very well.
Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood. I love the whole intro sequence of Portal 1. The shadow from the gun, but not the podium. That's funny. Oh, and you haven't activated the, you have yet to add the... Yeah, I think it's a cube map issue that's happening. Have yet to to add the little animation thing of the firing.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
With it, you can create your own portals. Yeah, I actually quite like the angled sections up here, but I don't know if this is a good idea. This looks a bit strange.
Do not look directly at the
I feel like I could probably get through there if I'm careful. Maybe not.
In liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Yeah, I actually really like angled walls and stuff like that, so I actually like this room a lot. I like the half windows, I like all the smaller shapes, all of the more confined shapes. Although for stuff like this, for sticking something out of the wall, pardon me, I would suggest sticking it a little further out than just the narrow bit that you stuck out there. More like this. Or if possible, although I see that's actually not 100%, that doesn't look quite right. I feel like this is slightly off. Yeah, keep it in grid. Oh, actually these textures aren't aligned. You need to align your textures, dude. You've lined them up with these ones, but then because you've added this little border here, these are now no longer lined up. And so this also isn't lined up with the textures on the wall. Yeah, what I would suggest is making sure to keep everything at that sort of size. I think it's 192 by 192. I might be wrong. Might be 128 by 128. Or is it 128 by 192? I don't remember. No, they're a square. Those are square blocks. So I think it's 128 by 128. Yeah. And make sure to keep things within this size. Actually use this glass as a reference point, because this is perfect. So this square, keep things that sort of size approximately. I like the half things, but you need to have the textures lined up with it too. That's a thing that a lot of people will you know, linger on if you don't do that. Also, I keep looking over at the recording and it looks like it's laggy. It's weird. Oh, it might have just been the game. The game crashed, by the way.
You are now in possession of the Aperture Science
okay, I'm back.
handheld portal device. With it, you can create
one thing I will mention is that I actually got back, but I broke the map. So I'll just see if it's okay now.
The operational end of the device, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
like this mod is aptly named because I am getting nostalgia from playing this. The dialogue, man. Let's see. Okay, so I broke it here. Okay, no, it is not my doing. So as it turns out, this portal isn't assigned correctly. So when I come through here, it's actually interestingly the orange portal had been assigned correctly as I've been going. So like it switched properly to this one when it went from the other chamber to this chamber. But then going from this chamber to this chamber, it hasn't switched properly. So I'm gonna have to just like hover over and then like and then pretend that I'm going through that one and then over here. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there, but whatever the case, that is the end. I'm going to skip straight to the next map. I'm not going to wait for the elevator. So, we've got 4 and 5 next. Oh, I didn't start with a portal gun. I don't remember if you said that I was supposed to. Yeah, I need to. Oh, nope, it crashed again. Damn it. Okay. So yeah, give myself a portal gun. Annoying thing with this game crashing is that it's, for some reason, also making my Steam, like, completely freeze up. Pardon me. So yeah, so we need some cube maps in this place. I thought actually that a lot of Portal 2 automatically did cube mapping, because whenever I've imported any of these, like these things for instance, it's been cube mapped. I actually thought it was sort of somewhat automatic cube mapping. That's why I haven't bothered to place them anywhere else in the map. You know, anywhere. Oh, the portal hasn't been assigned correctly, dude. I can't beat the puzzle because the portal's not working. Damn it! I'm gonna have to cheat again. Unless, by the way, I thought about this earlier. If this is like an old map and you've actually corrected these problems now. Oh, the door doesn't even open. God damn, dude. Oh, what the? Is this supposed to be dialogue? Okay, this is supposed to be dialogue. It's not available for some reason. It's just not playing the dialogue in this area. It's playing it earlier, so it's definitely there. Well, you know, some of it's definitely there. Damn it. I can't play the puzzles if there's no friggin' if the portals don't, you know, allow me to go through them. I probably should have just reassigned my portal gun, but oh well. Yeah, so interesting. I don't know if you need this whole like plus thing in here. I like these little edges like that. I like the little extra bits, but I don't think you need this in the way because you're trying to get the player to look up at this portal above here. Also, this should be more in line with this so that you're falling on to where you just were. If you're wanting to recreate that feeling, because it's supposed to be that you, as you walk through, you can see yourself walking through the portal below. And, yeah, I don't know if that's actually, if that actually works here, because I couldn't, because the portals were not assigned correctly. But because I think that was very quick, even though it took me about 20 minutes to record that, because it kept crashing, I will try some other ones. I'll try this, for instance. Oh? Oh, I see.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention others. Please refrain from... Por favor, donde falla, muchas gracias. Turn back. The portal will open in 3, is appreciated. 2, 1.
So this is like this is an alternative version of the start with Portal 2 style music. Wait, was this always angled? I'm now questioning how Portal 1 was built. I don't remember. But interesting choice. I see this is quite different. This is much sort of dirty looking. And actually with this dirtier look, these textures for these like metal bits actually look more appropriate. Although I see you've gone for the plastic ones that they had from the original here, so nevertheless, we'll keep going. I like the little details, the little damaged things. Oh, I like that. I like the way that looks. I like the way that button looks. Looks very prominent in the room.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. The Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
Okay. So, yeah. This is interesting. This is actually really cool. I like this design a lot.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy duty super colliding super button.
Okay. So, cube this time? Yeah. This is very annoyingly placed. It's not lined up. Oh, it frickin' altered itself again. Eh.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber.
This is an interesting design choice.
A prolonged exposure to the body are not part of this test.
I like it if the idea you're going for is that the chambers are sort of just made up with what's available. That's a cool idea, having just the lights just strewn across the floor. But yeah, let's continue. Let's do map 2 and I'll go with map 3, and then we'll pick that up again next time. So I'm assuming that these are basically just repeated versions of the first few maps of Portal, made with different styles for from Portal 2. Yeah, this one we've got. Let's have a look. Let's see how this is different.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable
Oh, I like the color. I like the lighting in here.
Any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may
that one has the effects on it. Nice.
Emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
I'm now wondering if the other one did have the effect on it, but I just couldn't see it because Portal 2's effects are much less exaggerated. Because that definitely has the effect on it.
You are now in possession of the Aperture.
This looks a lot better, by the way.
Portal device. With it, you can create.
But I missed the angles from before.
These interdimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end.
I like the design a lot, by the way.
Do not submerge the device in
Sorry, Gladys is talking a lot, so I can't really talk.
Under no circumstances should you...
No, but actually, I like the blocky design that you've gone for with this one. It's much more like the original Portal, and it's also... Although I see there's some textures here that's not lined up. You need to put the cube one on that. You probably just missed it. You've done it there, so it's just the same there again. But yeah, no, I like this. It's all lined up. It's all looking good. Yeah, I forgot that you were saying that this is basically iterations of the same one, so ignore all my criticism from before, because clearly you've learnt a little bit of your lesson. Oh my god, it crashed again. Okay, you can't even see it. It's got Portal 2 EXE has stopped working. At least it's saying that this time. And it didn't crash my Steam this time. Okay, so I'm starting back at the start. As it turns out, you haven't put any autosaves in.
Very well.
I mean,
Please be advised
I was
that
gonna...
a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended.
You should put autosaves around so the player doesn't have to go through things in case something like a crash happens. Come on. Yay. Oh, is this? Yay! This is assigned correctly. Yay! No, you need to put more autosaves around, dude. Put an autosave when you pick up the portal gun. Put an autosave at the exit door. Put an autosave. I put autosaves everywhere in my reboot one. I think I was pretty terrible with my autosaves in the past, but I like it actually. I like the way this looks. Although you're cutting into a lot of these textures. That's the only problem with doing stuff like that, is you have to cut into stuff. I'd recommend using other versions of these things, like make a version of this that's a square version. I think I've seen that before, where it's like a half block, and then you can cut it into smaller pieces as you need them. Like these have all sorts of sizes. Like, see, these have a square variety. I know they're all squares, but they've got like large square. They've got this size. They've got this size, they've got that size. You know, they're really good for making smaller blocks. So if you want to make smaller blocks stuff with the white textures, just make a half block variety and then you can cut them up and it'll never look like you've just cut into a block unnecessarily. I see cube maps are also working, although they're currently reflecting something weird in the background, but at least it looks really good now. It looks nice and shiny as it's supposed to be. I'm gonna load straight into the next one. Yep, this one. Alrighty. So this one had a few problems last time, but we'll see how this has changed this time. Actually, oh, we've gone back to the bad, no, wait, did I load the correct one? Did I load the wrong one or something? Because I don't have a portal gun, and this is no longer cube mapped anymore. Which does actually affect the visual style. This looks the same as the other one. This map loads into level design update. Yep. For some reason, this map SPA1 map 3 seems to load into the same map that this one's from, or one of these is from. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know if there is actually one for this. This seems to load into an older... It seems to load into this. Yeah, SPA1 map 3. Because the visual style jumps back to this visual style that this one had. And it doesn't have the cube mapping and stuff anymore. So... tried to connect two elevator instances. Yeah, so maybe we'll leave it there. I don't really have any more time to record, mainly because I've been recording Slime Rancher for 2 hours prior to this. But we've got a bunch of different versions of this. I see that there's, not official nostalgia, but remake. I see there's like a ton of versions of the same thing. Portal Prelude remake test. Cool. Alrighty, well, I'll have to have a look through some more of these in the next episode. But yeah, we'll make our way. If I'm missing anything, if I miss any pieces, also if I make criticism about stuff that you've already improved on, ignore me. I apologize. Yeah, I at first didn't realize, of course, that I was going to be going through the same maps and seeing the progress that you've made, you know, newer versions of the older maps. Yeah, so... Thank you for tolerating this. But yeah, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and as always...